Hello, this is David Allen and you are watching Sporting Icons.
Okay, so Martin Bakole has called out Oleksandr Usyk. Apparently he sent him a private message to get the fight on and whatever else. Not for the first time. A couple of days ago he was trying to remind Oleksandr Usyk what he'd done to him in sparring, where apparently he hit him with a body shot and Usyk went down in sparring. I mean, sparring, right? Things happen. Martin Bakole, Billy Nelson, they have a bit of a thing about talking about other heavyweights, about what happened in sparring, how he hurt Oleksandr Usyk, Anthony Joshua, Hughie Fury, the list goes on, right? But he never talks about when he sparred Stephen Robinson, though, does he? Doesn't talk about that one. But he'll talk about others. That's weird, isn't it? Anyway, so a fight with Martin Bakole, Oleksandr Usyk, is it realistic? I mean, I suppose it depends on what happens with Daniel Dubois. We know Daniel Dubois is up next for Oleksandr Usyk. If we were to go by what Daniel Dubois is saying and Frank Warren's saying, Dubois is not injured anymore, he's okay, he's back in training, so therefore the fight in theory should go ahead. But if for some reason that injury reoccurs in camp or whatever else, Martin Bakole may get his opportunity. He is next in line in the WBA, unless of course Michael Hunter gets back in the ring ASAP, gets a win and pays his sanction fee. Then maybe Michael Hunter will be restored as number one, because number one currently is vacant. Martin Bakole is number two. But a fight between Usyk and Bakole, not really something that I'm particularly interested in, if I'm being honest, because I think I know the result. Now, I'm not going to say because fighter A beats fighter B and then that means fighter C can win or doesn't. I'm not saying that. But what I do know for a fact is that Martin Bakole got knocked out by Michael Hunter. He tried to pull out the fight as well during the fight because was it his shoulder or something and Billy Nelson wouldn't let him or however. He ended up getting knocked out by Michael Hunter. Okay, hey, it happens, it's fighting, okay? No shame in that. Oleksandr Usyk beat Michael Hunter convincingly. Okay? Michael Hunter was beating the crap out of Martin Bakole. Now, as I said before, just because that scenario happened with those two particular fights doesn't mean a Usyk and Bakole, it's 100% guaranteed. This is not a computer game, okay? Of course not. One punch can change anything. And that's all I give Martin Bakole against Usyk is a puncher's chance. It doesn't matter if you hurt Usyk in sparring. It happens. Time and time again. Sparring is sparring. Sparring, he could turn up ill, okay? Believe me, it happens, right? So, Martin Bakole mentioning the name of Oleksandr Usyk, there's nothing wrong with that. Is it clout chasing? Yeah, of course it is. But the thing is that Bakole, he hasn't fought since he defeated Tony Yoka. I can only presume it's down to the fact that they were dining out on that win. They didn't want to get another win in there or another fight in there or risk it. Just dine out on the fact that he defeated Tony Yoka to go get himself a deal, a promotional deal, which of course he now has got with Boxer and Sky Sports. So congratulations to him. That win against Tony Yoka ain't looking too good now that Carlos Takam just defeated Tony Yoka. But you know what? They played their hand well and they got themselves a nice deal, didn't they? I do feel sorry for Ben Shalom in this situation. I'll say no more. But Martin Bakole needs to be looking at realistic options. The guy who he's fighting next, he may well be looking at a 10-0 record. 8 of them by knockout. But only against puddings. This is a guy who went the distance with Kevin Johnson and somebody else, Sokolowski. Again, no shame in that. Both of them tough, durable guys, they are. But he's only beating puddings. Martin Bakole seems to be a guy who just likes fighting prospects. And just wants to sit on that position. Why don't you call out Makhmudov? Why not? Why don't you call out Joe Joyce? Why don't you call out many other fighters? Prove to everybody that you're not just a prospect killer. So no, I don't have too much interest in Oleksandr Usyk and Martin Bakole. Of course, if it was to happen, of course I would watch it because it's Oleksandr Usyk. He's must-see TV, isn't he? He is. So of course, yes, we would watch it. And I think I know the result. I think most of you know the result. Outside of a puncher's chance with Martin Bakole, Usyk takes him to school. Probably stops Bakole. If Michael Hunter can stop Bakole, I'm pretty sure that Oleksandr Usyk can. But hey, what can you do? my thoughts, drop me yours, click thumbs up, subscribe. Catch you next video.